1, 2, 3. It's the podcast. What's up, guys? Coming live straight from Jamestown, New York. I'm Zeke Dieffenbach.
I'm Jose Martinez.
Hey, I'm Joel Peterson.
Hey, and it's the podcast, man. We got some stuff for you this week. We got special guest Jake Dieffenbach. He is an artist. He is a poet. And he is here to tell you about the things that he has struggled through to make him into the rock-solid man he is today. But we like to start each and every episode, especially this time of the year, with the things that are going on, with a little segment called GoTalk.
Right.
GoTalk. Are we talking Game of Thrones?
We're talking Game of
We're
Thrones.
talking
Game of Thrones.
So last week, Jose came out with a theory that... What was it again?
Wait, they missed it last week. They gotta go back and watch
Oh, so fuck you guys. You gotta watch
you gotta tell me.
Yeah, we gotta JP missed the first week of our show because he's on vacation. He's like, guys, vacation or lame-ass podcast? Vacation with my girlfriend. Anyways, go ahead. Tell them a little about it.
All right, the theory was... what was my theory? Daenerys, yeah. I don't think she's going to be queen and then she's going to die sometime, probably towards the end of this season, but more likely next season.
So you think Dany's out?
Yeah. Complete.
So now, I know you're a book guy. This isn't like a fucking book thing you're throwing at us.
No, she's still alive in the books.
Okay. All right.
The show's past the books.
The show's past the books?
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think the other half of that is that Jon's the one that goes.
Twice? John's going to die twice?
Well,
why would they do that? Why would they? If they fucking do that, I'm going to be so mad.
Because they needed him more. I mean, at the end, they got to kill... I think you're right. They got to kill off one of our main heroes, and I think it's going to be one of the two of them. I've played with both those theories.
How are you going to kill Jon twice? And we already went through that once.
I don't think it's that bad to kill Jon twice. He already says he doesn't want to come back again. He could be he's a perfect mortar.
I'm going to go watch reruns of
who's a better mortar than fucking Jon Snow? He's put himself up to die several times. He's made oaths that are basically, being dead.
He better not die again.
He didn't have to do it once he died. He could start having sex again once he died.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get to
He's back, he's like, ah!
We'll get to dead body parts a little later on. Save that for the good stuff. Save that for the good stuff. But no, he had that theory, and my theory was, since you didn't watch the podcast, motherfucker, I'm just kidding, but no, seriously, what's up?
I know, I
had to jerk off 3 times and play
Madden. Jerk off 3 times, play MLB, and watch Game of Thrones 4 times.
Okay.
I don't blame you.
My theory was that, you know how Littlefinger's always playing Sansa?
Yes.
Well, guess what?
You told me about this theory.
We're reversing the roles, and she's going to get him in with getting naked. So check this out. They're going to get married, right? Combine their powers, and then all of a sudden he thinks he's going to be super powerful because he's got that Winterfell shit, and he's got the Veil shit.
I shot your theory. I shot you.
No, go ahead. Why?
I shot it to death yesterday at the bar.
To death.
Oh, yeah, you did shoot to death. So you already knew that one.
Yeah, because she's not even the Lady of Winterfell. She's just Jon Snow's little sister.
Oh, and Jon's out battling at war all over the place.
Jon Snow's the Lord of Winterfell.
He's the king of the North.
He's the king of the North, the Lord of Winterfell. She's a
she
chick,
She ain't shit.
Yeah, but she's there.
Until Jon Snow dies. And then she'll become... all right, so here, I'm going to fix your theory.
Okay.
She's going to do everything he said.
Yeah.
But he's not going to get any power over Winterfell over that. She's just going to gain her way. She's straight up going to whip him. She's going to gain her way into, the Lord of the Vale, become that. Yeah. And then when Jon Snow dies, she'll get the rest of it.
Because he'll already be...
But my man's not my man, Littlefinger, punk ass. He's already going to be dead by then.
I fucking hope.
What about Bran?
Yeah.
Remember, Bran's coming back.
Are we going to see?
Bran's main thing? What Bran's going to do is he's going to just take care of those guys up north of the Wall. We're going to wipe them out. Jon Snow's main thing. He's going to fight some of that. He's going to fight a lot of that. He's going to do a lot of that footwork. All right. But the main thing, these guys that were the problems we're solving in King's Landing and stuff like that. That's going to be the main thing that Jon wipes out. And then those guys up to the north, that's where Bran's really going to come in and take care of some shit.
He's going to shine.
All right.
He's got
he's got powers.
He's got the powers for those guys. They don't need that stuff down there in Castle
I kind of think you're crazy. I think you're a little far out there, but I like the energy.
I don't know.
They have dragons down there. They have dragons down there. All right, or maybe we do this. Maybe we.
All Jon cares about is going up north and fighting the White Walkers.
That's true.
That's all he cares about.
Maybe we do this. Maybe we settle everything down there in King's Landing before we even take on these punks up north.
That would be
Do
ideal.
you think there's time?
You know, because
for
I
that?
mean, the dragons are down
Cersei
there.
doesn't
The
believe
dragons
in-
are moving in. They can move it and kill that, and like Jon Snow can
Can
come
you make
in.
that sound again?
And we'll take care of that, and we'll do that problem down there, and Jon Snow will go help out with that, and we'll create an alliance between Jon and our new Queen of the Seven Kingdoms, Dany, and then they'll all together go to war, and that'll be our big finale.
I'd so love to tell them about the plot leaks right now,
No
but
plot
that'll
leaks,
just
we're
ruin
doing the
everything.
plot leaks.
All right. But
I didn't
anyway,
even look at that stuff.
Right?
I'm the one who found out. I'm the spy on the scene, dog.
You weren't
I have
on scene. You
I
were
have
on your
little
computer.
birds. I have little birds.
Oh, you saw the dragons fine?
I have little birds.
You saw Jon Snow with the dragon.
Do you want me to start pulling out stuff?
That's your one. Though,
I'm gonna
you're
do
talking
this.
about, right? Don't
That's
bring them
You
in.
just told all the people.
Don't bring-
You just told all the people.
They saw it. It was on Facebook.
Everyone saw that.
It was on Facebook, dude.
Nobody knows about John being a dragon rider yet. Okay, just chill. All right. Anyway, so
No. If you have Facebook, you know there's those pictures out there.
Yeah.
they're just pictures, though. I mean, they like to throw you off the scent sometimes,
Well,
and that's
you
probably
have,
not
you
what
have
they
more
do.
insight than that.
No, I don't have any insight. I'll
That's
just
all he's
stop.
got.
I'll stop. I'll
He's
stop
got the
talking.
same stuff we have.
Yeah. Nothing.
Yeah,
I got
man.
more than that, but I'm
Man
not going to
behind
go
the scenes.
there right now.
All right.
Why you getting mad?
Okay.
Because, man, I don't want to tell all the people. They'll get mad at me.
Okay, let's hope
All
that Zeke
So-
is not lying to us.
All right. Anyway, topic of today, though. Who's got the best squad?
Oh, that's right.
I'm not talking about armies. I'm not talking about dragons. I'm not talking about magic. I'm not talking about soldiers or weapons. I'm talking about if you're going to the club, okay, and you got your posse, your circle, which one of the gamers that are left in the game has the best squad? We'll start with Danny.
So
okay?
we're going to go through right quick and talk about the pros of their team.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
pros.
alright,
Who's on the
alright,
starting
alright.
squad?
Rock
Who's
on.
going to the club with
Danny?
you? We got Danny, Jon Snow, Cersei, and the Night King. We'll start
All right,
with
I
Danny.
love it. I love it.
She's got her right hand man Tyrion, right? He's like the hand. He's
Wisdom.
got the hand. He's got the hand.
He's
pin.
the dude.
Yeah, Varys lurking around up. Some of that gets me weird. Is like, is Varys really on the team? Like, what's his thing? But
Varys is all Targaryen all day.
he's done nothing
Varys?
but help.
I got
He's
Varys
done nothing
back.
Even
all
in the
day.
books, he's all.
I've got
Targaryen.
Varys back.
He's
all
on
day.
the
Blackfire,
He's the
but
main man.
whatever.
He's the opposite of Littlefinger.
Well, let's hope so, because I think that he might have something deep, dark. Just wait till everybody kills
his
himself,
thing-
and I
no,
step up and take the throne.
No,
type
he
of
doesn't
deal
have
thing going on.
testosterone like that.
You can't roll without balls.
Oh, save that
All right,
stuff.
all right.
Save that stuff. All
Okay.
right. So who else you got? You got Missandei. She's super hot, but you know how girls are. She's probably like real catty in the background, like, "Oh, you're so beautiful," and then like
Yeah, she's more
later
like
on,
Dany's
she's like, "I'm gonna snuff you, bitch."
Well, she's more like Danny's just girls. It's not like she's really going to help in any way.
Danny's
other than
always
be like,
kinda-
Danny, what do you think? And she'll be like, I'll get your back. Don't worry.
yeah. Danny foreshadowing. Danny's like, "Don't ever betray me." In like season 5 or 6,
That was a
right?
deleted scene.
Oh, it was a deleted scene. Never mind. I'm getting my things.
Oh, I'm going to have to check that out.
Never mind. I'm just gonna run from that one then. We got Grey Worm, and he
Alright.
doesn't have any balls.
Now, but the cool thing about Grey Worm is, though the armies don't count, Grey Worm can make a call, and his crew's going to roll up like that.
Just snap it up.
So, I
Crazy
mean, like,
88
that's good.
style.
If you're going to the club,
Crazy 88 stuff.
Yeah,
Crazy
yeah.
88.
yeah, if you go to the club and you see someone that you have, like, a lifelong death quarrel with, and you need to get to it, like, Grey Worm can be like, bam, and it's on. The Unsullied are coming, and they're mean.
The Unsullied would whoop the shit out of the Crazy 88, right? Take 88
Well, hands down.
Unsullied.
Well, there's so
Against the
many. They're
Crazy
just so
88.
more
You only need
ruthless.
two
So much more
Unsullied.
ruthless. They're just like they don't care. I mean, those guys like fight with passion. The Unsullied are just like done.
We're talking
It's
apples
just
and
what they do.
oranges
It's
here.
just what they do.
We're talking pears and peaches.
Sure.
So who else?
Why can't you compare fruit though?
Okay, we're
can.
talking-
You
Just
can.
saying.
Feathers and copper?
There you go. That's better.
Is that
It's
good?
way better.
We're talking pound of feathers, pound of copper. They weigh the same, but it's different things. All right, who else is on that squad? We got Theon. I think he's kind of a reeky drawback. I mean, what weight does he hold? He's not the heir to the Iron Iron.
You know what Theon does? Soon, just like very soon, Theon's gonna have just like he did with his sister to Dany.
Yeah.
Very soon, Theon's gonna have the opportunity to talk to Jon Snow, who, though Jon Snow probably wants to kill him, he's probably gonna have like deep back brotherhood things. Like he'll be able to be like, well, I mean, you want to meet Jon Snow? I know Jon Snow. I can be like, hey, Jon.
But does he
Yeah, but
really want
that's
this?
what,
I'm sorry,
that's
Jon,
what
this is
Tyrion's
Dany.
for, though. John
Yeah,
likes Tyrion more than
Tyrion, yeah,
Theon.
Tyrion.
Idiot.
Oh, that's true. That is very true.
Yeah, why do
Theon
they even
can
need
do
it?
So really, Theon.
They don't even need it.
You know what Theon's gonna do? I'll give you Theon's prediction right now. Theon's
crunch
gonna
up in a
like
ball like a
he's,
little bitch?
he's gonna come. He's gonna be the guy that his death's not gonna really matter, but he's gonna go fight.
Theon.
Yeah, he's gonna get out there and fight a little bit.
I don't think he's gonna die. I don't think he's gonna.
You
be
think
one of the
Theon
ones
makes
that
it to the
You
end?
think
Yeah,
he's
he's
gonna
just a
win?
reeky little. I survived through a bunch of bullshit.
So Theon's gonna like tell the story at somewhere.
No, he's
that's
probably
Sam.
gonna
That's Sam.
slink off into some.
Oh,
fucking-
Sam's gonna be a maester forever. He's gonna.
Yeah, you know Sam is gonna be the one telling that story, dog.
Yeah.
They've been setting that
So
up.
sorry. So yeah, Sam's the guy.
Who else is in that squad? We got Yara. She's a badass bitch.
She is.
Oh,
She
Yara's
is
great.
badass,
Yeah,
man.
Yara,
Even-
and Yara brings a fleet. Yara kicks ass.
We'll see how her
Theon
fleet.
if you got Yara.
We'll
With-
see how.
With Yara,
but
you
she's
got
kind of
twice
like.
your navy.
Okay, so we're talking about Danny's circle, but like Yara's circle has kind of just become Theon. Like it's her lackey.
Yeah,
it's kind
like-
of ridiculous sidekick. You know what I'm
True.
saying?
You know, like
Can't even
when
drink.
you call your boy and you know he's gonna bring somebody, you don't mind if he brings that person.
He's a great wingman though because they go out to the bar together. She's
And
sitting
she
next
gets
to
laid.
him, and all the chicks are like, "Whoa, not that dickless guy, but this chick right here, she's got some moxie, all right." And it's like,
Oh shit! I didn't even think about him. That's a
Who else we
note
got?
for my talk too.
We got
Jorah?
Jorah isn't quite in the circle right
Who's
now.
Jorah?
He's
Jorah, dude,
Mormont,
the guy with the grayscale.
Oh,
Jorah
Now couldn't
Mormont.
see.
He's
what did I say about him yesterday?
I don't know, some shit.
some crazy something.
Oh no, I just added him to the team. I was like,
Yeah.
he's still repping.
Yeah, he's a prospect. No, that never mind. I'm
No,
getting ahead of myself.
That was a different one.
I'm getting ahead of
Yeah,
myself.
but Jorah's
Oh,
all
He's
about,
on the DL. He's on the DL.
Oh, yeah, that's right, he's on the DL.
He's all about Team Targaryen, though. Even when he's in a cell, he's like, is the Dragon Queen
Yeah, yeah.
alive?"
Is
So-
the Dragon Queen touch my hand?
Because you know what his move is. Because you know what his move is.
You know, I just touched that bull.
Fighting Stone Man if he's still got any sense left in him. Like
No,
when
he's
he hears
gonna
they're
get
here, he's
cured.
gonna bust through the fucking
No,
door. And
he's gonna get cured by Sam. Sam's doing all this shit.
He's
this
kind of
year.
already cured. Did you see his arm? It was like falling off.
Yeah.
Well, that's not cured. That's more.
Yo, trust me.
It's not more. If it's more, it spreads up, not falls off.
I'm not
His
gonna
arm
tell
falling
you.
off?
No, the scales on his arm, they were like...
That
Shit.
could just
So
be
they're just working
oozy,
on it?
pussy, bloody type of secretion.
I don't think
from
that's how
dragon
grayscale
scale.
works. If you turn to stone, it doesn't fucking pus.
So if you're pussing oozy, bloody stuff from your stone, that's a good sign then.
That's maybe
I
like
think
the,
so.
the meds
That's a
in
good.
it
That's
or
like a healing. It's like
he's gotta
What
get,
are,
he's gotta
what
get
are they
healed.
doing? What are they doing
Okay.
there if they're not doing all sorts of experiments on him to figure out how to cure him?
And they're just
What
doing
are they doing
experiments
at
to do
the-
experiments.
at
like
place.
anal probes.
Maybe I don't know what they're gonna do. Shit.
Alright. But Jorah's in. He's
That's
in the
weird that you
background.
came up with
He's
that.
in the background. And Lady Olenna, I don't think she's with them right now, but she's kind of on the squad.
She's on the boats. The
She is on the
I'll
boat.
tell you,
Yeah.
she's a sly bitch. She's a sly old lady.
She is sly.
I mean, like she's. If I was gonna like go pick like some members of a team and like she was up, I wouldn't say let her go to another team.
I bet she smokes pot.
Like,
She's
I
like
probably-
the old
I
granny.
guarantee
that
you
smokes
she
pot.
smokes
I might,
pot.
you know, like when you have a player to join a team that you're like, he's not really gonna help, but he's gonna help up here.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
we'll have him. We'll add this guy.
Like who's on?
I'd maybe give Lady Olenna a little bit higher
Who's the guy that
signing bonus than I would someone of her.
Who's the guy that was on the bronze team, Miami and
It's
Cleveland?
too early for
Oh,
sports
Jones
here,
there,
man.
Jones.
Too early for sports.
Yeah, Jones.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah, he signed to the team. I'd be like, well, I'll throw you another, couple mil on your signing bonus to get you over on this team.
High Garden. She's the lady
Oh,
of High
she's
Garden.
also got
Come
all
on.
the wheat, all the food.
Is that
all
not
the
like
stuff.
a?
She's
No.
got all the supplies. That's good stuff.
All right, she's on the squad, and
She's
then
on her way out,
we've got
though.
Dario
Yeah.
on the squad, even though he's kind of just like holding things down
He's
back
he's holding it down to Marine.
in Marine, right?
You know?
Yeah, he's in the minors.
So on the pizza scale, guys, Joel, you missed the pizza
On
scale
the
too.
pizza
Okay,
scale.
so like
No, I
this
remember,
is
yeah.
this is microwave pizza, and this
This
is
is
gas
gourmet.
station
Okay.
gas station pizza, and over here is gourmet,
Gourmet
pizza.
Right.
But we're not talking about pizza. It's just a meter.
Right.
On that meter, where do you put Danny's squad? Where's she at? What's her inner circle? Where's it landing on the meter?
Ooh, up close to fucking gourmet pizza.
I'm
I
put-
mean,
I'm
she's
putting
a
her
show
right
bad
us,
here.
team.
Right
show
here on
us.
the
I'll
meter.
put her like
Right
over
here on the
She's
meter.
well past gas station. I'll tell you that. She's maybe not all the
Is
way
she
to the
hurting
top.
She's not hurting your
I don't know
elbow
if
yet, but
everybody's
she's
all.
kinda-
Well, no, it's a good
She's
stretch.
not gourmet,
It's a
but
good
she-
stretch.
she
It's a
may
good
be
stretch.
Pizza Hut pizza,
The
not
thing is,
gourmet
like,
pizza.
I'd put her team like somewhere like, I mean, she's a lot like I'd say the Houston Rockets. Just added in, like, they got
Close.
lots of good members, lots of good pieces. They got a
But we
good
don't really
team.
think that the Rockets are going to beat the Warriors, so I want to find out who you
Well,
think the Warriors are.
I don't know if any
let's-
of them
let's-
are the Warriors. Really, it's a more diverse league than the NBA. But they're a team that you would pay attention to. They're sharp. They made some big moves, sort of like the Atlanta Braves last year in MLB.
We don't talk about. We're gonna do like Colin.
Okay.
And we're not going to talk baseball.
Oh, come on. No,
we're not going to. Unless Judge hits some more,
we don't need
more records, we're not going to talk baseball.
Don't make this a thing. I'll quit.
Right. So I think between all of us, we're putting Danny past the gas station, closer to gourmet.
Sure. Yeah. She's close.
She's like 100-degree angle.
Okay.
She's a good.
We're all right. I'm not going to give her like I'm straining my elbow yet, but I'm stretching it. I like her squat. Varys, I'm a little questioning about him. And Theon, you roll up to the club with Theon, you automatically lose a little street cred that's just...
yeah, you
like,
do.
oh, they're rolling with Theon. Ooh.
Oh, man.
But anyways, on to the next guy. The King in the North!
My dude.
Come on, do it.
That's my guy.
The King in the North!
I wasn't that excited.
I would have loved to have been in that room.
By the end of this time that we do more of these podcasts, one of these fucking days, we're all going to King in the North it. Proper Northland style.
Yeah, when he dies.
He's not going to die, dude.
When Lord JP's in the back sitting next to Zeke and they're doing the King of the North thing, like, she does that speech, I'm like... Dude, it's cool. It's cool.
Are you talking about the little bear?
Yeah, when the little bear does, like, her speech...
Oh, what were we calling the little bear?
Like, yes!
What did you call
What were we calling the little bear?
I don't remember.
Ooh.
We gotta look at
Cubby Bear.
Cubby Bear? Oh, yeah,
Cubby Bear. What's her real name?
Leanna Mormont?
Leanna Mormont, the Cubby Bear.
You know, the book reader does, that does help.
It does help. You're always hating on me for
All right, so let's talk. Jon Snow's rolling into the club. Who's he rolling with? You got No Dap Dave, better known as Davos, the Hand of the King. No Dap Dave.
Fingers, my man Fingers.
You got Sansa.
Did he name him his hand?
Oh yeah,
Did he?
Well, I don't know if he gave him the pin, but
no, I don't think so.
I think
he says, "Protect your commander. Follow your commander."
He's a smart dude.
He's just chilling.
Protect your commander.
Well, he's the smartest guy out of all the people in that army.
He's a trusted advisor, but he didn't kneel the knee. He's not even all the way on Jon's team.
Sansa and Davos are right next to him when he's doing his kingly shit. That's his squad. Okay,
yeah,
they're right
next to him. For sure. But also, like...
And plus Davos is an ass kisser. Oh, I just want to be somebody's hand. I got a thing about hands. And then Sansa's over there hating on, like, she's turning into Ramsay, she's turning into Joffrey, she's turning into Cersei. Be like, we got to get revenge for the haters. Kill those kids. And Jon Snow's like, yo, hey. We're not...
Like, I mean, did you see them?
Like, they did help us for 1,000... Okay, so they betrayed us for a year and a half, but, they helped us for like 1,000, 2,000 years.
It's like Theon killed the guy that was in charge of both of those places, and then these two assholes took over, and we're like, we don't really like those guys, and now they are gone, so can't we... give the next crew a
good
chance.
Shot.
I mean,
give him a chance.
They're kind of 12 and 14. They're not really.
I think that was good.
Bad.
I think that was good on Jon Snow. I'm gonna give him a hand.
What's he gonna do? That's my man, Jon Snow. He always goes into everything with the utmost character.
But you got Sansa and you got Davos. They're like the chirping in his ear on the right and left. You got Tormund. I think he just kind of quit on thinking of all the strategy and is just trying to figure out a way to hit.
He's just trying to get in on that Brienne.
He's just trying to get in on some of that.
Oh, Tormund. Yeah, but he's still that's okay for him because he's your guy that goes like you want him to like maybe not be exactly there all the time, but when someone's fucking with you and you need someone to get your back,
he'll bite an ear off.
Go to work.
He will fucking bite your ear off.
He's got a fucking antler stashed just in case.
Stab you right in the fucking neck.
Stab you in the dick.
So, because that guy was tough. He looked like he maybe could take a beat up
Umber?
Jon Snow. You know what I'm saying? Like Jon Snow was kind of suffocating. That dude maybe would have beat the shit out of him.
That
pretty
scene
bad.
always makes me feel so claustrophobic.
Oh yeah, that scene's tough. I watched that the other night. That was rough. That was hard.
Come on, guys! I want to be able to breathe through this podcast.
Yeah. It's hot in here already. It's kind of tough.
We're glistening.
So he's got those guys. He's got Tormund. He's got. Come on, X up, guys.
X up.
X up. All right. So we got No Dap Dave. We got Sansa. We got Tormund. Now here's a question.
We didn't get into Sansa, like what she brings to the team.
Yeah, she's bitching all the time. She's trying to, kill little kids, wipe their houses out because they betrayed us.
And that guy that wants to bang her, I mean, Jon can take advantage of him if he wants for a little while.
He's got to choke him out first.
Yeah, that's right.
That's going to happen. That's going to happen. He's going to choke him out.
Good. Why did,
So
I'd love to see Jon swing that shit on him, actually, too.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Like, finds out that he betrayed...
Arya's gonna kill him.
Oh.
You know, what
Okay.
happens if
Arya.
like the truth about the knife to the throat of Ned Stark comes
Arya
out?
already knows that.
Yeah.
She was in King's Landing.
Oh, so Arya's gonna...
Arya's
yeah,
gonna
that's
be
right.
the
You're saying
one,
Arya.
dude.
Yeah.
She's gonna get... Sansa's gonna get naked. Littlefinger's gonna be like, oh, your naked body. She's like a milky
It's
way.
like,
in
oh,
the
my
Far
sideburns
Land.
are so gray.
And then right when he's about to go to Pleasure Town, she's gonna be like, face off! It's John Travolta! Kitty shot!
It's not John Travolta, it's Arya Stark.
It's just Arya Stark, right? Yeah. But here's my question.
Because the North remembers that shit.
The North always
remembers everything.
Yeah, the North's like a fucking
King of the
elephant.
North.
Like a mean
North
fucking
remembers.
elephant. That's right, my man.
All right. Anyways, do the North? Here's a question. This is a serious question, though. If Jon Snow rolls up into the club, do all the Northern Lords come with him? Is he rolling that deep?
He already is. Did you not see that episode?
No,
So-
it's not like
That
that.
wasn't the club, though. That was
It's
the
not-
lodge.
it's
That
not
was
like
the
that.
lodge.
That was the
It's not-
lodge.
That was the
I'll tell you
lodge.
what it's like. I'll tell you what it's like. You know, if we go to the wine cellar, you guys are going with me.
Yeah.
We're going in.
Yeah.
There's going to be a bunch of our crew we're going to see there.
Yeah.
We didn't meet up to hang out with them.
So that's
Oh,
what
they're there.
that's what the
That's
Lords
what
are.
the Lords
That's
are.
what the
Like,
Lords
they're
are.
like the boys that are like pumped to see when we get there. Maybe we'll send a text if they're not at the club.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
we didn't call them and say, do you want to meet up and smoke before we go?
So they're not in the circle. They're at the lodge, but they're not in the, the circle. They're not
They
in the
didn't
car.
share the car.
They're not in the car. All right,
You gotta
anyway,
ride, right?
Too much information. Too much information. Now here's some possibilities that aren't quite in the circle. You got Bran and Mira coming in from the north. Now you said that they're in the circle, but they're not quite in it yet. But they're on their way to.
Oh,
it.
Bran and Mara?
They're just late.
Yeah, and
They're
Arya.
almost their own crew, man.
Arya's on her way back too.
Actually, I'm gonna go. Bran should have his own crew over here.
You think
The one person?
Mira?
Yeah.
That's all he's got.
She's awesome though. I mean, who else?
She carried him all the way
Jose,
from that tree
Bran's
to
your
the
little
wall.
bro.
How far do you think you could actually carry somebody on a sled before you're like, you know what, fuck this, just die?
Not very far. Not very far at all.
Bran's your little bro who, like, if you see if you're hanging out with all your older friends and you're cool, and then you see Bran come in and it actually looks like Bran's pretty fucking cool. Like your little brother comes in looking pretty cool. Bran's got his own crew. Bran's doing his own thing.
Well, did you see him in episode
and he's
1?
gonna help.
He's
Jon
Professor
now.
X now.
Yeah,
He's like
straight up Professor X.
he's like the guy that gets like, how do we know y'all who you say y'all?
Stars
He's
He's
like,
like, you were at the fucking
this
thing.
morning
You
when
at
you
the
were
stuff."
peeing, you were humming a Katy Perry tune, lifting your left leg and picking your butt. Bring him in. Bring him in. He's the Snow. Or Stark, fucking whatever. So, yeah, you know, where does Petey fit in? He's like hanging out in the circle.
Who?
Petey.
Petey. Yeah, Littlefinger, man.
Oh, Petey.
He's not on that list.
Dude, he's another guy that's at
Yeah,
the
but
club.
he's
You
in
know,
the lodge. He's hanging in the lodge, but yeah, he's relegated
he's
to the
like the
hallway.
guy-
I'm not
that's
going to
there.
say the names of the people we know that are Littlefinger.
Are the initials T and D?
Yeah!
All right,
That's
so
weird.
you got Sansa, you got No Dap Dave, some of the Northern Lords, like, you know, you got maybe Brandon Mira join the circle, maybe Arya. Where we ranking Jon Snow's inner circle at on the pizza meter, guys?
Up around Danny's team, if not a half a step less.
Half
So
step less all
we're
day.
gonna go
Because
closer.
there's no fucking dragons. With
He's
Danny.
like right here.
not
He's
repping
just
dragons.
above gas
He's
station.
got a badass sword. He's got good ideas, and he will.
He's like
He's
Your
at a
ass.
gas station.
He's not Crosby's. He's Sheets.
Ooh,
Wait, which one's better?
Sheets.
ooh, he's Buffalo Chicken Pizza from LCD.
That's all Crosby's now. Either way, we're not plugging Crosby's right now.
Well, I miss LCD. I thought it was a little better.
Well, I miss LCD too.
Wow.
But that's neither here nor there.
Miss
So we're
LSD.
gonna rate him a little past, maybe closer to gas station. Danny's a little closer to gourmet. Okay, we kind of like her squad better. Now on to Cersei. She's got her left hand man,
Yeah.
Jamie,
She's got a right hand man, Lefty.
right hand man. Right hand.
I love Lefty though. Lefty's my dude. Even though he kind of fucked up Bran pretty bad.
Yo, he's
Pretty bad. Kind of fucked up brand. Paralyzed his ass.
Yeah.
You got to think about this. He's the he's the closest one in the circle to her. Kinda has been, you know.
Well, like he's been inside her and everything.
and she likes that because it felt good. And you know, never mind.
I guess so. He did all right.
But
we're not advocating.
he's got one
incest,
foot. He's got one foot out of the circle.
He's only fucked her. She's fucking played him like crazy.
Oh yeah,
She's
Yeah,
been,
okay.
been out banging cousins and shit forever. Fuck Cersei.
she's like something that's It
I'm
rhymes
already
with
going to rank her way down here.
Yeah, she ruined. You know, she's the reason that.
You got her ranked.
I got her
Actually,
below.
What about the mountain?
Yeah.
What about the mountain? What about Kyburn? These guys are real
all right,
players.
so
These guys are real players.
The mountain's a
Kyburn-
zombie that does whatever
Kyburn
he's
is
told.
now.
The
Kyburn,
mountain will crush your skull, son.
guys, Kyburn is now the master of whispers. He claimed the birds. He's okay. He's got stuff going on. He's fucking a good
He's
guy
only
to have in
okay
your
because
squad.
he killed Pycelle.
Jamie, formerly a badass motherfucker with a big heart, but he's not in this fight.
No, he's in 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
He's on the way out the
He's
door.
on the way out the
So
door.
anything you would get from him, she's not going to get for long. And even if he stayed, I mean, he's still lefty.
He can't
He
do it
tries
anymore.
really hard.
He's
What about
just
Randall
And then-
Tarley?
and
He's
you
going to
know,
be
if
joining
he
the
goes-
team.
if
Or
he
he's
go-
not quite in.
I'll tell you this too: if Jamie goes and Tyrion goes, you think that Tyrion's former right hand man,
Bronn?
Bronn of the Blackwater, you think he's sticking around with Cersei?
Oh, well, if she's got the dough, son, yeah. Because we all know what his
Well, he's a
thing
lord
is.
now.
Money, money.
Dude,
He's still
he's
all
one of
about
those
that
ca-
dough.
He's one of those characters.
He's a faceless man, and he's got a
He's
whole
not a
different agenda.
faceless
It's
man.
kill all the Lannisters.
No, he's not. He's not
Faceless
a
man.
He's the only
He's
reason
the
why he
last
wants to kill
Casterly,
The last reign.
last reign of Castamere, and he's a faceless man. No, that's probably not true at all.
Or Arya
It'd be
kills
awesome.
him and becomes the faceless man. That's him.
Oh, new Arya theory. New Arya theory.
Everyone's Arya, is that the theory?
No, here's new Arya theory.
Arya could be anyone.
You know, we got
quite
the
a skill
hound.
to have.
The hound's going up north, right? So
Yeah.
it's very unlikely that we get the Clegane Bowl. What if the hound was still always on her list? What if
She took him off the list.
But what if she shows up in King's Landing as the hound and fights the mountain, and then kills the mountain and is like, nope, it's me, and you're dead. You're dead. I don't know. Anyway,
Well, I don't think that'll happen. That was fun.
Okay, so Kyburn Mountain, Jamie, Franken Mountain, Randall
That's how you spell
Tarley.
Randall
Kyburn?
Tarley's not even on her team. He's on Highgarden's team.
Who's Randall Tarley?
No, Randall Tarley is. They're gonna go befriend him and go to war with him.
Oh, okay, Randall Tarley.
so that he can be the new guy in Highgarden.
That's fine. Sam doesn't give a fuck about him. Fuck him.
Yeah, he stole his sword.
By the way, those swords are something. Follow
Are you-
those swords.
Follow
Those
the
guys are
swords.
big in the fight. And then you know the swords that are out there. John's got one. Sam's got one. Lady
Jamie's
Fighting
got one,
Lady's got
Brandon's
one.
got one.
And Jamie's got one. Jamie's, I think, is going to be Arya's. I think Arya's going to rep that sword in the big battle of the night.
Well, there was a
Against
picture. There was a
those guys.
picture on the cover of a magazine with the Stark children,
What magazine?
all dressed up. I can't remember which one off the top of my head, dog. Look it up on the internet. Google that shit or some shit. Paul, we got a producer.
We got Paul.
Well, find out what magazine.
What
it is.
Find
magazine
that out
did
at
all the
some
Stark
point.
children
Could you
go
for us?
on, man?
Oh, what?
Anyways,
What?
hey, there's a picture. Here we go.
Oh, you know, yeah.
There's a photo with them all decked out.
She's got that sword,
and she's
right?
got the knife that the assassin tried to kill Bran with.
Oh, she's repping that.
Valyrian
And that's
dagger.
Valyrian.
That's Valyrian. So that's
Yeah.
her weapon.
So
Okay,
she's-
so
That's
then
how
we got
she's
that
gonna
knife.
work 'em.
We got that knife. We got John's sword. We've got Sam's sword. We've got
Do you want me-
we need a nickname for the girl. I can't remember.
Mira?
No, the sword fighting
Brienne?
badass. Brienne of
Brienne the
Tarth.
Beauty.
the beauty, dude.
Okay, so
That's
we
what they
got
call her.
the beauty sword,
Yeah.
and then
No,
we got
Mira.
that dagger.
Mira's got one because. Never mind. It'll take too
No,
long.
you
That'll
can't get
take
into
10
dark
minutes.
Who's Mira?
Mira's the one that's dragging Bran around out in the
Oh,
snow.
she's got
Come
one.
on,
She's
you
repping
can
one
find
from
She
Don't
got
let me
one.
get up there and
No,
help you.
from Bloodraven up in the tree. He had one.
a sword.
Yes.
Okay,
But
not
it's-
dragonglass.
No, an actual Valyrian steel
Okay.
sword.
We can
But
tell you about
we
Dark
won't go
Sister
there.
later.
We won't talk about that. Anyway, so you
I
guys
want
are.
to see that thing.
we're-
Is that over there?
No, Paul didn't find it.
I have no idea where to start.
They're
So-
all decked out and stuff.
Are you calling this? Are you calling this microwave pizza? Are you calling this?
I'm calling her
Oh,
microwave
Cersei.
pizza.
Cersei's low.
Like,
Yeah,
are we talking
yeah.
about like the cheap Walmart brand, or at least DiGiorno? What do we get? I'm gonna give her
Look,
DiGiorno.
I'll go right down
I'm
through.
You're
gonna
giving her
give
DiGiorno?
I'm giving her DiGiorno.
Not the Red Baron?
Look, the mountain will crush your skull, and Kyburn is a freak, dog. I mean, she's got some things going on. There.
All right, those two
Yeah.
are our biggest. The Mountain because he's tough. Kyburn because he's smart.
But Jamie's halfway
Randall's
out.
just a swordless punk bitch. Jamie's on his way out.
Like, you lose all your street cred if Samwell Tarly steals your sword,
Who's
right?
Franklin? Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Swordless punk bitch.
Franken?
Oh, your kid took your sword and ran away? Do you have other stuff? Did you
No,
bring anything?
you got nothing?
That's like a dude
Fuck
saying,
you.
yo, can I come in the house? I brought like some stuff, I'll smoke you up. And it turns out he's got a roach.
Okay. All cheese DiGiorno. All cheese
DiGiorno.
All cheese is
Just
DiGiorno.
cheese
Yeah,
DiGiorno.
yeah,
Just
like,
cheese.
oh, and not the
Okay.
4 cheese.
No, just one cheese
Just a plain
DiGiorno.
cheese DiGiorno, yeah.
Okay, so now we got to go to our last guy,
The Night King.
the Night King, Now, he's got a ton of dead people that he's working, but they're not in the circle, even though they follow him around.
He's got those other guys on horses.
He's got the other White Walkers, man. He's got like 11.
All Caster's kids. Caster's kids.
Either you guys are walking.
Dude, that's the Warriors. That's the Warrior squad in my book. I'm going to give him the tight squad. They're like...
Zeke's going to hate this, but any of you guys here a Walking Dead guy? Anybody Walking Dead guy?
No. I gave up after a long time ago.
So I'm trying to figure out who's scarier, the Night King or Negan?
The Night King.
The Night King.
Negan is a human.
Yeah, but he
He's
thinks
a
through
bitch.
things. He's evil, and like the Night King just kind of goes and walks towards walls.
There's
He
only-
might just get beat like they did last time.
Just runs into it.
Just kind of moves
Other
his stick and
shows.
fights.
I know he
And
is.
Jon Snow was quick enough to hang with him, and even killed one.
Joel, if we're going to talk about any other show than Game of Thrones, it's got to be Rick and Morty. No fucking Walking Dead shit. You want to talk Rick and Morty, but...
We've already wasted a lot of time on this
Don't
one. We
strip
gotta
me
get
my
to the next
co-producer.
thing here.
All right.
So Night King squad, where are we putting him?
All right, I'm putting Warriors.
Way over here.
I'm breaking my elbow off.
yeah.
He's getting all the way down the King's Landing. We all know that from the House.
All right,
of
well, yeah,
Nine
he's
mission.
vicious. He's a stone cold G. He's
He's
rough.
the
And
G.
his crew, he doesn't have a crew. He's got an army. It's just him and his other 3 motherfuckers, and he's got an army. And those guys are quick and they can beat up everyone
They
with
got
Jon
more.
Snow.
They got more than that. Remember when they took the baby?
All
and they had...
Crushers
and
are
Oh,
he
they
was-
got more.
There's
and then
like
they got-
11 or 12 of them.
And then,
in
you
there.
know, they're getting ready for a
It's gotta
trade
be more
deadline
than that.
deal with the uncle. Who's the uncle?
Benjen?
Uncle Benjen.
The
Uncle
not
Benjen's
cold hands,
about to
cold
be a
hands
trade line
character?
deal for them. Trade
Trade-
deadline deal for them.
It's a deadline trade deal.
Because they're going to get him right at the deadline. You know, and that's going to suck, and John's probably going to have to kill him.
Ooh.
That's the one that kills John.
How many times are we going to see John kill a family member? Because he might have to kill Sansa. He might have to kill Danny, and that's like his cousin or something.
He's getting
This is
killed
it.
by Benji.
No.
Benji's killing Johnny.
Yeah, Benji's killing
I
Johnny
won't
right
tell him.
before
I
like
won't
we
tell
take
him.
him down.
I won't tell him. All right, so on a scale, on the pizza meter... On the pizza meter, we're going to go... Cersei is like a
so mad at
one
you guys.
cheese, just cheese DiGiorno.
Yeah.
Jon Snow is like really good gas
Really
station
good gas
pizza.
station pizza.
Cersei is close
No,
to gourmet.
Danny.
Danny, excuse me. Danny's close to gourmet, but there was like
And
a
then
hair in the
There's a
soup
couple
or
there
something.
that, I mean, she might be one of those teams that just rolls through
Night
the regular
King's way
season
the
and
fuck
falls
over
out in the
here.
playoffs, but I doubt it.
She might make the finals, but actually, John's probably that sleeper
John's gonna
gas
make the
station
fi-
pizza that
Penis.
penis.
That sleeper gas station penis.
So we got the Night King way over here though, right? He's on Warriors.
He's
the
hyper
Warriors.
extended. He's buffet.
He's the buffet, dude.
Hyper extended.
Check out our last episode for the buffet. Way over. Never mind.
It was good.
Just
It
watch
was
the other
very
episode.
He doesn't know. He wasn't there.
I wasn't there.
So that's basically our Game of Thrones talk for the day. We might have gone a little over the allotted time, but hey, it's what we
That's
like
alright,
to do.
I'll be quick. I usually am.
Well, we're going to go into our next segment, which is Game of Thrones based just this week. It could be anything from week to week, but it's a little segment that we like to call
Hold on, let me get up there with you.
Pleasure Town Tales with Joel.
So I'm going to get right down to it. I watched the Game of Thrones episode. I watched the premiere several times. I was a little late. That's why I didn't talk to you guys for 3 days. Because I didn't get to watch it until whatever. But anyway, and
I just thought
saw
he didn't like us.
and-
Yeah, I really thought this one was.
And I saw the preview afterwards. And I'm like, I know there were a lot of things in that preview that made everyone really jump. But one of the main things I was seeing is my main man, Grey Worm, looked like he was about to get some of that Masandi. And now we're wondering.
But doesn't that not work?
I think it
That's
could
what I'm
work.
thinking.
It
Like,
works
is
in this
that
world.
not just sad? Like, are we just not going to have him making out until she finds some guy with a dick? Like,
He
I
can,
mean,
he
that
can,
could be
he can
bad.
still kind of ling us all.
So I
back.
decided I was going to answer some of these questions I had, and a lot of questions you guys have out there.
To what end, Jose? To what
To what end?
I suppose you're right.
So I did some research on eunuchs. Alright? Now, a eunuch is a man who has been castrated. When did they do this in real life, other than Game of Thrones?
What was
They did it back in Oriental court. And the men that would have to guard the ladies' quarters would get their fucking shit chopped. So that they wouldn't be, jumping the line and going to get some.
Yeah.
Alright, so what is a eunuch? It's a man who's been castrated. Now,
Say it again.
a man who has been castrated.
Thank you.
Well, what's the thing that we wrote down,
Now,
though?
oh,
Something about the science of...
wait,
we'll get
we'll
to
get
that.
So it's a man who has
Don't
been
jump in.
castrated. Now, the big question on that, what is actual castration? Because you remember when Danny's talking to Masandi about it,
Yes,
you know, when the gals are talking, did they take the twig and the berries? Did they take the sword and the stones? I mean, did they take the cock and balls? But looking up the definition, it's actually the castration is the removal of the testicles. So he still gets a dick. He still has a penis.
But Varys might have lost his penis because that guy was doing magic.
There was magic stuff. There was a hooked blade with Varys.
You need the dick for magic.
So yeah, and we also know that
penis.
Penis.
Theon's got nothing. Theon didn't get castrated to get castrated. Theon got castrated for kicks.
That's got to be like the worst torture because you still have all those urges from the nutsack.
Yeah.
And there's like absolutely nothing you can do about it.
So they're like. Then I looked it up. I was like, can a man who has been castrated have sex? And there's different things you can do. Like there's different things.
This is in your Google.
And we have different options. We have different ideas on how this is happening on Game of Thrones. Like what did we bring up? Magic spell. Did Grey Worm get a magic spell put on him? Did Grey Worm play hooky on Hook Day?
He could play hooky on Hook Day.
Did he skip the hot blade? Did he, avoid the hot scissors? Did he not have to go?
It's like picture day, but you've got a big pimple, so you just
has he just been like dodging shower day because all his buddies are going to be like, "What the fuck, dude? What?"
That never works. They always get you. They'll eventually just strip you naked.
So yeah, we have to assume he went to Hook Day. I mean, he probably would have been found out by now. So we have to assume he went.
You can't walk around with a fucking boner when you're a teenager.
So then there's.
Oh, he does reference. He could be lying though, but he does reference. The day I was quit was a bad day, but the day that Daenerys Targaryen said we were free was a good day.
So it was a bad day, and they're all like, it was the worst fucking day ever. What do you mean a bad day? Did you really go? Were you there? I don't remember.
That's when they find him out right then and there.
What if picture?
Have any of you guys showered with Grey Worm in the last 20 years?
No, he always jumps in the river.
He was in the river.
Oogling that.
So yeah, I guess he could have played hooky on Hook Day. And he could have had a magic potion. Something like that. Different ideas like that. Maybe he's just so awesome that he grew his balls back. But then I looked up, what's the real science? Can you get an erection without while you're being castrated without testicles?
I'm so glad Google has this
for you. What it says is there's different medicines you can do.
What is that science called anyway?
Oh, it's the science of boners without balls.
Oh, okay. Science of boners without balls.
Right. Sounds like a great album title.
On WM or whatever it is, they do spell balls with a Z.
Okay, like a Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Except no Dragon Balls. Z.
Yeah. So anyway, the science of boners without balls is you can get medicine, you can get stuff in you to do that, like to drive your testosterone up to be able to get an erection.
So like magic Viagra.
But they also say through intense stimulation, like really, really good stuff, a dude can get an erection.
And Missandei is really,
and
really
have
good
an orgasm. And Missandei is good stuff.
I think she can make it happen.
Like so that's what I imagine we're gonna find out is like I can get a boner.
It's Missandei. I don't need balls.
Plus he's been kicking ass forever. He's got to have plenty of testosterone.
He's got it pent up. He's got
he's ready to go. So
I can only slit so many throats.
So those of you who are big Grey Worm fans and you're like, oh man, to what end? To that end. He's gonna nut. To that end. He's gonna nut. Here's to Grey Worm's nut.
Here's to Grey Worm's nutless nut.
When you catch a mole picking out of his hole, it makes your head start spinning.
Hey, it's Trippin' Hard with Zeke. That's right. We're talking about my band, Trip the Dudes. Trip the Dudes. You check out our YouTube page, check out our videos and shit. We got some shows coming up. I guess you just have to check out our pages to find out when, because I can't remember.
Oh, yeah.
But it's been a rough week for the band. It's been a rough time for the band. We've been going through struggles. Now, I want to talk to the people who are in bands. Okay? Is it easy? If it is, keep it going that way, as long as you can. But I'm here to tell you, there will always come. Don't fucking yawn on me. There will always
a burp, dude.
All right.
What yawn do you hear go burp?
Dude, we're going full Rick with the burps. Let him out.
Okay, well, sure.
Just let it.
I was just letting it build.
Is your mom?
Don't let me interrupt.
Is your mom gonna watch?
Probably not.
You can burp, dude. Do it.
Get to your point with the wave thing.
Yeah. What are you doing?
There's ups and downs in a band, and it's not great all the time. See, that was good. It's not great all the time. Sometimes it is really great. But you know, what did you talk about last week? You can talk about it now. I just want you to bring it
The
up.
personal responsibility.
Personal responsibility.
Yeah, that was a thing.
Unless there's... Tell them about it.
X up with the personal responsibility.
X up.
X up.
X up with the personal responsibility.
Right. Yeah.
And basically what that means is, instead of saying, well, this, that, and the other, and this, that, and the other, and I do this because of that, it's just like, yo.
And you did this to stop me from doing that.
Yeah, you need to fucking just X up and do it.
That's what do the kids say now? Keep it 100.
Keep it 100. That keeps it real.
That's right.
Well,
Seldom goes wrong.
it's hard.
just a thing.
It's very rare when everybody keeps it 100.
Right.
All right, that shit just doesn't
Can
happen.
you say 100 again?
No, I can't.
Keeps
I
it
already
in the
used my
90s.
100
Keeps
for
it
the
in the
night.
90s.
Keeps it in the 90s. Pretty much.
Keeps it high
Look at
80s.
90s.
You know, there's scheduling conflicts, there's dedication issues, there's consistency issues, there's vision issues. Everybody wants to be too many cooks in the kitchen. But sometimes, when all that stuff is coming at you, and it's eating at your insides, and you don't know what to do, y'all guys just gotta sit down and air the grievances and figure out what the best path is. And if you can all come together, when you get dragged into the deepest of waters, holding hands with your brothers and sisters, you will be able to float to the top. And you will be able you will be able to swim.
Okay,
Even though the anchor holds us down, we can swim. We actually got a video about it. Check it out right now. It's tough, man. I mean, you know, it gives you the go around, but not the reach around, you know? And it's like, well, how rude in life is just like, that's the way it is, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I wish there was more of the reach around along with
The run around and the go around?
Yeah, all that kind of thrown in there. But you gotta be real when you're talking about guitar players, man. Like, it's not only the way that they play, it's the way that they play it. Like, that's
You're
what I'm
so...
saying.
Dude, because you know that the British rock paved the way for the American rock, and that, you know, and you gotta get the lead out before you go to the smith. Please excuse me, I'm sick of losing. Please excuse me, I'm sick of losing. Please excuse me, I'm sick of losing. And then we're swimming, and we're swimming. Please excuse me, I'm sick of losing. Dig. Can you swim 10 feet deep? Make it 20 feet or 100. If you can swim, you're probably gonna make it across a long pond. Don't sweat the day, yeah. The question is, who you swimming with? What kind of animals are in the water that you're swimming in? What kind of animals? What kind of animals are in the water that you're swimming in? What kind of animals? What kind of animals are in the water that you're swimming in? What kind of animals? What kind of animals are in the water that you're swimming in? What kind of animals? Sick of losing and polluting our time. Gets lost from the ride, sink to the ocean floor where the Kraken resides. I'm swimming more laps, perhaps I can become more wise. In time to find the space and try to wild out at the cost of the good guy. What kind of animals are in the water that you're swimming in? What kind of animals? What kind of animals are in the water that you're swimming in? What kind of animals? What kind of animals are in the water that you're swimming in? What kind of animals?
kind of animals are in the water that you're swimming in? What kind of animals? Into the misty water, they run deep. Yes, all the murky monsters that you'll meet help you to prove you can swim. But do you know the darkness lies within? Can you swim 10 feet deep? Make it 20 feet or 100. If you can swim, you're probably gonna make it across a long pond. Don't sweat the day. The question is, who you swimming with? What kind of animals are in the water that you're swimming in? What kind of animals? What kind of animals are in the water that you're swimming in? What kind of animals? What kind of animals are in the water that you're swimming in? What kind of animals? What kind of animals are in the water that you're swimming in? What kind of animals? Into all the misty water, they run deep. Yes, all the murky monsters that you'll meet help you to prove you can swim. But do you know the darkness lies within? No, you don't. We can swim.
I hope you guys liked that video. And now it's time for my thought of the day.
Jose's thought of the day.
We need a song for that. I feel like
We're gonna get a video, or you want a song?
No, I like the video idea.
We're gonna get a video.
of the day.
The thought of the day is... Let me do that little itch real quick.
It's the thought of the day.
Thought of the day.
The thought of the day is too many people these days have crutches that think that are holding them up that actually bring them down.
Yep.
The thought of the day is serious.
Beautiful. Like, for instance, like technology, you know, your phone, your internet, your TV, you think it's helping you relax and all this oh yeah, we can throw all this shit.
Cheers.
But it's really not. It's really not, you know? It's just dumbing you down, making you think like Zeke does.
I know, stupid thoughts.
It's just real fucking stupid.
Fucking
Dumb,
thoughts.
stupid,
You know?
It's dumb, stupid idiots.
You know, and I
Unwoke
was a victim of
bitches.
it the other day. I was
Stupid
having a
fucking
whole
assholes.
conversation. I didn't even look up from my phone the entire time. That's what made me think about it.
You do that to me all the
that's the
time.
No one even likes you.
Shit.
That's
That's
true.
the crutch.
That's
Come on,
true.
no roasting. Don't roast.
No,
for
it's
the-
just the truth. He just speaks the truth. It's all right.
All right.
You know, drugs and booze. As I drink this booze right here.
Cheers.
Hey.
To the crutches.
Crutches. Oh, did you bring booze for any parting shots? Oh, fuck.
Forgot about
That's
that.
next week.
I was pumped about
Drugs,
that.
booze. You know.
Like it's almost like a part of your regular day routine subconsciously.
Yeah,
You wake up in the morning and you all of a sudden, like, the first thing you do is, I gotta grab my phone and see something because I don't know why.
Right, you gotta
It's
check
what
your
I'm fucking
Facebook.
doing, you know? It becomes so
Twitter.
subconscious and routine,
Instagram.
you don't even know what you're doing. You know, it's just part of a grand design where you get fucking control. You know, it's part of the system. I won't even go there. I'm not going into the system.
No tinfoil hats.
It comes back to personal responsibility, our theme of last week. You know, instead of leaning on these crutches that are really in the quicksand, making you sink quicker than you think.
He's good at this.
You know, you got to pick yourself up by the bootstraps, let those crutches go so you can push yourself up, growing strong muscles and preparing yourself for the wars to come.
You know, I try to live by this motto myself, and although I struggle with it at times, I try to keep with the idea that I will not be contained. Nothing can keep me at any certain thing at any time. I will go with what I feel.
That's the way to live. It really is the way to live.
But, you know, I just like everyone else have crutches, just like everybody else.
True.
Yeah.
And the worst crutch
You
of
know,
all.
and you lean on them, but you just
The
gotta
worst
stay.
crutch of all is poisonous people.
Ooh.
People that you just hold on to for no fucking reason. That just keep you right down here. When you need to get up here.
I wrote that today. It was
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't call it poison people. Zeke did. I'll give him that credit.
All right, but, you know, poisonous people, they look like candy. They look like cake.
Can you say candy like that?
They look like candy. They look like cake. They look like ice cream. They're so sweet. But just like real candy and cake and ice cream, when it's all you eat, it becomes poison. And they make you think they're sweet on
I
the
eat
outside.
candy and cake and ice cream most of the time.
Well, you're a specific.
You're Joel. You're in a league of your own, right?
I'm fine.
You and Jon Snow are just at the gas station chilling, waiting to sneak a championship away from the Warriors, man. That's it. And if you've watched the podcast up to this point, then you know what that means because we fucking talked about it. But no, I get it.
Did not watch.
What do you want to tell? What do you want to tell? What do you really look and tell these people who are leaning on a crutch what they got to do?
You right in there. Well, definitely drop all the people. The booze, you might want to keep doing that. Put your phone down every once in a while. Go for a walk.
Put your phone down, though.
Get off your ass, which I'm guilty of this myself.
Drive and text and drink.
Definitely don't do that. Definitely don't do that. But just drop the poison people, put your beer in a backpack, and go for a hike. Just do that instead.
Clear your mind.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hear the voices nature speak to you.
Yeah, I was just in the Adirondacks for a week without a phone. It's
See?
wonderful.
He
Best
did
week
that.
you probably had in a long
Oh,
time.
it was great. It was
Talk-
great.
tell the people
when I
about
when I got back, when I had to start using my phone again, I was kind of pissed.
How many times did you get lucky?
We didn't go to any casinos.
Ah! Touche. But no, good thought of the day, bro.
Thank you. Thank you very
All you
much.
people with crutches, just remember, you ain't got to lean on that. Your arms, your legs, they're strong enough. You just got to realize it right here. Boom. That brings us to the end of our segments. We're going to do a little reconfiguration and get our guest of the day, Jake Dieffenbach, up
All right.
here. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. Hey, we got our guest, Jake Dieffenbach. Thanks for being a guest today,
what's
man.
up,
We
Jake?
appreciate it.
Thanks for
Welcome
having
to
me,
the
guys.
team.
Jose is on camera number 3. It's going to be something that we do. So
Whoa, it's
the third host is going to hop on camera number 3 and get some under the table dick shots, stuff like that. But hey, man, thanks for coming today. We appreciate it. It's cool. Jake is a hardworking poet and artist. He's involved in the art scene. And I guess the first question I want to ask you is, when did you begin getting into this stuff? When did you start painting? When did you start writing?
Well, I became pretty literate at a young age. I remember the first book I ever read to its completion was a Mario Brothers comic, put out by Nintendo back in the really early '90s. You know, when you were still able to buy that shit with the Gamer's Code or whatever that fucking cheat code book that comes out bi-monthly.
Can't get much better than that.
Yeah, no. I mean, unless, you want to play the game. I never liked playing games, but I did like the comics. But, I don't know, I was always interested in art and reading. I read voraciously. At this point, I don't know why, honestly. I feel like it's compulsion. But
it's a good, compulsion to have.
Yeah, it's better than, fucking...
It's better than a low-grade screen giving you eye cancer, what
I mean, I still do that. I mean, I've got, just buttloads of, transsexual porn on there, but
Sure.
that's yeah. I mean,
Well,
why
like,
not?
like
Debbie
everyone
goes to the diner
really
type of
has.
shit.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Oh my God, too many sausages. Speaking of which, you were saying too many cooks earlier.
Yeah.
If you guys have never seen the video put out by Cartoon Network's Adult Swim lineup,
Okay.
it's called Too Many Cooks. It's a fucking short, but it's a parody of like 80s sitcom intros. It's the fucking... You'll feel like you're leaving your body, like you've just taken too much ketamine or something, You're slipping into a K-hole of sitcoms, and it's fucking awful. But if
Sitcom
you're ever on
K-hole.
You want people
hallucinogens
to
of
watch
any
that?
kind, I would suggest watching it.
Sure.
Or if you've got nothing better to do and you just finished, doing what you need to do, just watch it.
Tell the
So, guys-
camera what it is again.
Too Many Cooks. It's on YouTube, I believe. It better fucking be. It used to be. So.
That's right. If you're out there taking too many hallucinogens,
There's
many
not.
cooks.
That's not a thing.
Great smile.
It's not possible. He
Oh.
says.
No, I mean
Just
unless
enough
you have
hallucinogens.
mental issues that you're predisposed to, like schizophrenia. That might be a problem. But so get yourself tested, kids. All right.
for schizophrenia.
So you bombarded yourself with different kind of literature
Yeah.
coming up as a young kid.
Yeah.
More interested in that and other things.
Yeah. That and art and.
Jake, what are you reading right now?
Oh fuck! Right now, I'm reading "One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest" by Ken Kesey, but that's mainly because I don't want to read the script that I just got part for. I'm gonna be Mancini in "One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest."
All right.
We'll be doing that in
Hey.
September. That's from the Winged Ox Players. I think it's the last week of September and the first week of October, or
Venue?
yeah. Probably here or at the Willow Bay. I think at the Willow Bay.
What site can these guys check to keep tabs on that?
Facebook.com. Check it out.
Sure, they have
It's
lots
a
of
Winged Ox Players page. They'll have
Wow.
links to One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Literally just released the cast list yesterday.
Seems like a good event for
for
the
afternoon.
1, 2, 3 the podcast to go check out.
So,
Maybe we'll come cover you at that.
it'll be funny.
Will you give us an interview?
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
You can interview me as Mancini. I'll be fucking
In
seeing
character?
people.
Ooh, like a method
fuck
actor.
Yeah. Why not?
How far are you into...
You just saw Paul finally.
Hey, that's our producer, Paul.
Oh, also, guys, no shit. Thanks, Paul. So One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. You're more fucking prepared than I am about this.
That's what he does, man.
September 22nd, 23rd, 29th, and 30th are the show dates. And also, Least Resistance, which I was part of until I was not, is also going...
What happened?
That was, work complications. And
Sure.
Yeah, and that caused...
Life.
Well, life. And
Not
that,
drama, though. Life, not drama.
No, it was drama.
Come
I
on,
was
give us
customer
some-
service. So I have mental health issues. I was not doing well. I was
Yeah.
thinking about... I haven't used heroin since September 4th, 2014. I was
That's good.
straight... Yeah, well,
Come on, that's good
Yeah,
stuff.
it's
That's a
terrible.
good amount of time.
I was thinking about straight up just going out and using. Like, my panic attacks were that bad, and I knew if I killed myself, it'd probably leave a sour taste in people's mouths. So, use heroin. I mean, second best option. And I was like, thinking about it, I'm like, that's not a good idea.
So
The next day, I was having a panic attack so bad, I told my brother Joshua, I think you know Josh, is he?
Mhm.
Yeah, I told him to kill himself, because his phone wouldn't fucking charge. Like, had so much rage due to this anxiety and panic
my
attack
phone
about
hasn't
going to
really
work and
charged.
dealing with these people.
Was
that
he understanding your brother?
Oh yeah. He's batty as a fucking loon. So
14%.
he helped me through that. But I quit that day. That was May 4th.
Mm-hmm.
And since then, I've been sucking off the government teat, which is not awesome at all.
It's hard to admit that, and it's big of you to admit that on camera even.
Well, it's
we
what's
are.
hard to do is to actually live.
To live that way.
Because you can't. I mean, I could get a job, but I could also go and use. Like, I'm not mentally in a place where I can start that shit again.
What's the key to getting back there? What do you think?
Well, right
what do you
now
think the key is?
I'm in therapy for my PTSD. I finally got my meds adjusted, so for the first time ever, I'm being treated for my ADD with
good.
actual stimulants, which is fucking tits, because there's now like paths that I can choose rather than circles upon circles of
Are
like
you seeing
fucking.
the paths clearly?
Oh yeah, I can choose whatever the fuck I want to do. I'm refinishing a table now. Obviously, I was able to get out of fucking bed to try out for that play, even though I know everyone with the Winged Ox players.
Man. That's
yeah.
That's tough to get yourself up to do that.
It's agoraphobia is a bitch.
Way,
Are you getting along good with the winged the players?
Yeah. Well, Steven, the director, Michael Cobb, is a good friend of mine. He actually is the head recovery coach or something. No. Maybe he's the co-director of the Mental Health Association down on Water Street.
Oh, okay.
My sister works there.
Who's your sister?
I'm not telling your name on camera. I'll tell you later.
Well, your sister works there. I probably know her.
Well, talk about it later. Talk about it
later.
later.
It doesn't matter.
I'll tell you.
Yeah. Anywho. Well, so that's cool. He and I are always on good terms. He's one of the people that helped me initially get off the shit.
Is that serendipity that it just so happens that somebody who helped you in that aspect also opens another door to something that you're talented at?
Yeah, I mean, well, after I got out of rehab, he's like, Jake, you should probably find something to do. I was going down to the Mental Health Association every day and just dicking around and making smart-ass comments during the groups and everything.
Right.
And he was like, well, what do you like? I'm like, I like being, facetious at people. I like being an asshole. I like putting on, false fronts because that's what I do as a person. That's what you do as an addict. That's what I've been doing since I was a child. I was never an addict as a child. I'd like to point that out.
So acting allows you to reach that without the drugs.
Well, the acting is it's just day-to-day life.
Yeah.
Right now I'm a boiling pot of anxieties. But fuck it.
Just forget these guys are here, Jake.
While you're battling,
I'm trying to.
When you battle these things, okay, you're battling against agoraphobia, addiction.
Yeah.
Okay. You start to do your art. You're getting back into acting, the poems, the actual art. Where do you draw motivation these days? What is your inspiration?
Straight up, past experiences. The poems I have today are not light, but they don't deal with as heavy issues as some of the things I write about.
Well,
I write about a lot of my due to my symptomology for my mental illnesses, things that trigger episodes and shit. Like I can cognitively look back on that and turn that into art, or like when I'm actively disassociating is the best time, and I wouldn't ever say that in a clinical sense for anyone with PTSD, but for me, when I disassociate, I'm in my sunroom, which is my makeshift studio. My old ass cat Roger's laying there in the sun, and I'm listening to NPR, and I am not me. And when I'm not me, I feel freer to express myself through the art, through the painting, through the drawing. I want to get into sculpture, but I just don't have the money.
That's a strange dichotomy. That when you don't feel like what do you say? You say you're not me. You're not me.
Yeah.
But
I'm me on autopilot at that point.
Would you ever think maybe that's the real you?
Well, I hope not.
Like that complete relaxed, able to really make art.
Well, that would be nice. But there's also a lot of turmoil and mental shit, pushing my ego forward into that dissociative state to where I can actually go and want to paint. I can write any fucking time I want. That's the same thing as that's being verbal on a piece of paper. Mm-hmm. I don't cuss at all when I write, which is interesting. But when I do write, it's very easy. It's because I'm so used to the written word that it just comes out. But to paint or to do any type of artwork with my hands where I'm actually creating something other than a piece of writing, I have to be pushed to the limit of my mental capabilities and how I can deal with that situation. So I don't do it a lot. I do it maybe once or twice a week, which sounds like a lot to people, but I used to paint every single day for hours on end just to get out of myself. So
I think I see what you're saying. You go into a different kind of state to really.
Yeah, it's like it's just
Maybe
straight.
you don't necessarily. It's not healthy to be there all the time.
My hands are on autopilot. My head is up here. My ego can actually process the ideas, but there's no. And you'll see with my paintings.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, let's take a look at some of the paintings.
I don't draw in form or paint in form usually. Generally, that's because I suck at it.
No, we don't accept that.
So
we don't accept. There's no such thing.
I have this. This is pretty well done. I'm not doing anything with it. I don't want to do anything more with it. That's acrylic and oil. This piece right here.
What is this one titled?
It doesn't have a title yet.
Untitled? Okay.
Yeah. This piece right here, I just started. That's
this way?
Yeah, that's mixed media with India ink and I think different markers and shit to draw the iris for that flower. But I'm gonna finish it with charcoal pastels. And this, my girlfriend specifically told me to bring today, just because it was one of the only things that'll fit in my bag, because a lot of my stuff is on canvas, like stretch canvas, and it's not gonna fit in that messenger bag. But that's called the Dream.
I think it's pretty sweet.
And I like to say that I paint in abstracts mainly because I was watching Marin one time, which is one of my favorite shows.
Is that a comedian?
Yeah, Mark Maron.
Mark Maron, not okay.
But he does a show that's loosely based upon his life, and his assistant gets a girlfriend who's a painter, and he says, "Well, okay, does she paint forms like people and stuff, or does she paint weird shapes that make you feel funny?" He's like, "The second one," and that's pretty much my forte in terms of that.
I want a sitcom that has a bunch of guys that are artists, a painter, an abstract painter, the funny shapes, things like that, and then a guy that paints. He's runs a paint company.
He's just fuck.
He's he's well, I went to the painters thing thinking everybody would be, painter guys, and they're all pretty cool artsy dudes. They have great pot.
Yeah,
that's a good show.
Right. They carry it in their actual paint pail.
Yeah, he's so we want to talk about different ways to, reach spots on ladders and stuff.
They still make sitcoms?
Yeah, they're out there.
Yeah, they totally do.
Well,
Game of Thrones, have you heard of it? It's the new.
Not true.
New version of Friends, but that's not. That's not the point. Okay.
They're not very good friends in the new version.
No, well, they weren't really good friends in Friends either. They were always.
Yeah, they kind of were.
They were
Each other's girlfriends. And
shit. No, I'm not with it.
They were on break.
Yeah, Joey's cool until he goes after Rachel.
The point is, if you got a catchy tune at the beginning of the show, it's probably going to do all right.
Exactly. Which is, and that's why I have such hope for you guys' segments.
Because we got some.
Well, I appreciate that.
Beautiful.
Zeke said you might have some poetry or something.
I probably do. Let's see here.
Yeah, I'm paraphrasing.
Yo.
But you have to be pushed to go into certain mediums because they're not in your comfort zone. But if there's one thing that is your comfort zone, it's writing.
Yeah. It's strange because I don't like to do prose, which is things like an essay or short story, stuff like that.
Right.
I like to do almost if it were performed, it would be, if it were performed well, it would be slam poetry. Never gonna perform it well myself, but
never say never. Never say never.
Yeah, well,
Hey.
Yeah.
You're
Never say
young.
die.
How old are you?
I'm only 28.
You're 28, man.
Yeah.
You've already overcome a lot of mountains, so
Jake will not
Don't
be
sell your-
contained.
don't sell yourself short,
Well,
man.
I certainly hope I will be contained at certain points. It's only publicly
Different thing.
and socially. All right. Well, anywho, yeah, you guys don't want to hear about that.
We want to hear about it all.
Oh no, all of it. That's not going to happen. All right. So, one thing to preface this with, as I said, my writing is based a lot on my own issues, my own perception of what happened with my life, and the emotions that came with it. So, if any of my family ever watches this, which I doubt you will because you suck. Other than Josh. Love you, bro.
Deef.
Josh
Josh is all right.
Yeah, just bear that in mind, and if you have a problem with it, just suck it.
Yeah, that's our motto too.
Right on.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have good penmanship, Jake.
Oh, no. It's terrible.
It's better than Joel's.
Although,
It's better than Joel's.
this last one I wrote, I was surprised at myself, but I had just taken my my Vyvanse to actually wake up in the morning, so that's probably why it's better a little bit. Anywho, this one is titled Hosanna to Mother. My mouth is an escape pod for intangible thoughts. My breath comes up short. I've been giving rabid praise to bankrupt homilies. Oh, Hosanna. No. Oh, Hosanna. Oh, my heart. Inexcusable failings. My breath gives form and shape. Some kind of lovesick, staring at the clock, a horologist of high repute. Sepia tones are cast over the world, a scarf in the breeze. Caught up on a silver thorn. Heart, head, psyche, no longer feeling fed. To this life I'm not quite initiated. Horripilations running up my spine, I catch my breath, heart spit roasted. Desperation is its normal pace. Oh, Hosanna, homily of fear. Taught at a young age the folly of my emotions. Heart on my sleeve, just hold it inside. Words inundating the grave of my open throat, ebbing and flowing. Those that have ears, let them hear. Oh, Hosanna! Tongue lashing is so visceral. You'd ask, would it be better if I left? Should I just die? Oh, mother. Conventional suicide is too passé. You never understood. You never understood. You should just make it social, make it flashy. Hosanna, here, here. Kill your crippled ego, woman. You never understood. Social suicide is so easy and much less permanent. To just be oneself fully, without reservation, truly everyone grimaces in the mirror. Keep your heart on your sleeve. Please, I pray, please, stay. Allay my fear. That one.
Wow.
Hey man, can I say something to you before you go to the next one?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you were just kind of, building an escape path because you were nervous, but don't bullshit us and don't bullshit yourself with that fucking, I don't think I'll ever be able to read it good. Yeah.
Yeah, man,
you
you're
fucking
really
just
That
brought
was
chill
great.
bumps to the rest of us, so don't play us with that bullshit. Feed that confidence. You just killed it. Did he have a couple slip-ups? Who gives a shit? You kept going. You kept the passion there. That's all that matters. You fucking did a good job, dude. Don't ever sell yourself short, and don't play us because
No,
we
you
know.
did- yeah, you did
there's a
great,
reason
Jake.
you're here.
Well,
You got another one?
I do. I've got, the problem is this creeping sense of self-deprecation.
I understand.
But, Hunter S. Thompson used it for, a good while before he shot himself in the head. So I'm thinking if I make it till football season is over, right about the time he hit, about the age of 68, if I'm still kicking and I haven't made a mud hut for my family because I've reached so lowly in status, I think I'll do pretty good for myself, and then I can check out. And it's really I don't like to make suicide jokes.
Like
Suicide jokes.
Not
but
this football season.
No. Football, yeah, I'm talking like age. He was like 60 something.
Well, dude,
But
checking out is robbing the people of that. Just letting you know.
Right.
and that's the thing.
You don't have to be Emily Dickinson because guess what? You're on a podcast.
Right.
And we'll have you back. People will find out about you. You're in a play. You know what I'm saying? This will get out and help people. You just brought chill bumps to me. I don't know. I can't speak up for
Did
these
you say
guys.
chill bumps?
Chill bumps, son.
Horripilations.
Chill
Well,
Relation.
I can't get the chills right now because it's too hot.
All right, what else you got for us, man? Give us one more. We're
Uno
going to
mas,
wrap
uno
it up.
mas.
All right. So this one is called Orphan's Bowl. I came torn asunder, an orphan's bowl in my lap. I ask for more. This can't be all. And my orphan's bowl is quaking. Tighten up and let the pain go away. 20-odd years, memories fit for breaking. 20-odd years, sure that I'd be dead by now. And you left, yet your marks remain. I'm as empty as my orphan's bowl. So many years, and the pain won't pass. You set your nerves to making the shakes that are skinfelt as you pulled away. You up and went. 20-odd years, and as many scars remain. 20 years, and I'm as wooden as my orphan's bowl, drowning in gruel.
What's that about?
I was real fucking...
Where were you
What's,
at in your life when you wrote that?
What is gruel?
Gruel?
It's like a stew.
It's like...
Nasty stew.
It's the shit that they fed Tyrion when he was in the slave
Ooh,
camp.
that sucks. That does suck.
Yeah,
That's not, you don't want
yeah.
gruel.
But you can get good gruel. You can just get it in the South.
Related
Little
question.
Timmy
Related
wanted
question.
more.
Jake, as a poet, when you go to a Chinese buffet, what's
yeah.
the first thing you want to get?
Chickadee China, the Chinese chicken. You have a drumstick. No, generally, straight up.
Right two. The first thing on the thing.
Fucking.
It's rice!
Crab Rangoon!
Oh yeah, crab rangoon, my man.
Oh.
Where were
I
you
did.
Where were you at mentally, and where were you at in your life when you wrote that last poem? What brought that on? What brought that out to you?
That was. I wrote that about a year ago. It was right about the anniversary, the second anniversary of my mother's death. My mother and father are both dead. My father passed Mother's Day 2011. My mom passed Mother's Day 2015. So 4 years and 2 days apart. And Mother's Day's right around the corner last year after the day of her death, and I was just like in a shit place. Honestly, probably wanted to use some cocaine. Probably did use some cocaine. I had a job, so you know.
But this was past your heroin addiction.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But you dipped into coke instead.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I don't. Coke is for play, but it's.
You don't fall for that game.
No, But it was one of those times where I did let myself slip. I'm not gonna lie about that. And I was thinking how shitty it felt. And this is straight up, this is the ego talking. I felt so bad because I knew I would never spend another, like, holiday, birthday, anything with either one of my parents. And that was crippling enough. What was even worse was the fact that I realized they were never going to pay for anything again. And I was just like, fuck! You know?
You're not going to get any lunches.
Yeah, no free lunch.
No
free lunch.
t-shirt.
No
No
one's
t-shirt
folding
on
your
the
laundry.
It's fucking awful. So, yeah, there's that. But I didn't even remember writing that. I was in such a shitty state. And my girlfriend last night was like, oh, what fucking poem should I bring? You know? They're all pretty fucking depressing. So she was just like, yeah, Orphan's Bowl. I'm like, yeah, I'm not bringing a fucking piece, man. I'm not, you know, what the fuck?
Well, you know...
And then, and then she wasn't talking about a pot pipe.
No,
Dude.
no,
Dude. Not at all.
No, how is bringing a bowl gonna? How are we?
I don't know, dude.
How is smoking pot
My
gonna
mind's
help?
fucking... Okay.
Sometimes when you feel so passionate about your art, and you take a lot of time and focus into it, and it's not only your cathartic measure, it's also your passion, and it's also what naturally flows from you. When it comes and you've got books upon books, isn't it nice to have like your lady friend in your life who's like Orphan's Bowl? She knows the title of your poem.
Stuff. Yeah.
She knows what would be good
What a-
for you
what a
to
good
release
team.
to the people right now.
A partnership.
That's a great thing to have right there, man.
She's one of
Sure.
the best people in my life, and I actually first met her in 2008 at McDonald's. I went in for an open interview. I was fucking wrecked, and I landed the interview. I landed the interview, and I was like sloshed. But I saw this girl working behind the counter, and she just looked fucking
You were like,
sad. And I was just like, I want to make that girl happy someday.
Right
And I
on.
found out she had a boyfriend, and I was like, fuck!
I'm gonna kill
But-
that girl's boyfriend.
But
Game of Thrones.
yeah, exactly.
Kill them all.
Yeah,
Here's to
Mallory
you, next to
Margulies,
me.
motherfuckers.
I picture you next to me.
Yeah. So I got the job. We became best friends, and she's literally the yin to my yang.
You want to tell her something straight into the camera?
I love you, and I'm sorry if I've embarrassed you. Please don't hit me. She doesn't hit me. She's not abusive. I want to say that.
She might hit you mentally.
Jake.
Yeah, she's...
Jake.
Yeah.
We appreciate this shit, man.
Thanks, man. That was great.
We got to wrap up because these guys got to go. But, hey, that was eye-opening. If there's one thing you want to tell... You struggle daily with some of your issues. Addiction, agoraphobia were ones that you mentioned by name.
Crab rangoons.
If there's something, you have to uplift yourself. You have to push yourself to get to these levels day by day. What do you want to tell somebody who hasn't gotten as good of a grasp as you? What do you want to tell them? Look in the camera and tell them.
Don't be afraid to go it alone. You're going to find a lot of people that can help you if you need help. Mental Health Association is one of the greatest places I've ever found. They're a second family, but there's other recovery options, whether it be mental health or addiction. But don't be afraid to go it alone if you ever find yourself alone. You know, and if you find yourself truly alone and you want it to stop, don't jump to the conclusion that ending whatever you have as a life is the option. Pick up the phone and make a call. Doesn't matter to who. All you need is 5 minutes and reset your fucking day.
Sure.
So try your hardest. Don't be afraid to go it alone, and fucking keep the faith, man.
Keep the faith, and you can always reset your day.
Yeah.
You can. That was my takeaway right there. No matter how bad that shit gets, you can always reset your day, Jake.
Thank you, man.
Thanks, man. You're making a difference in people's life.
Thanks.
Man, Jake Dieffenbach was a great guest. He opened a lot of eyes and said some important shit.
Jake was funny. Jake's funny, too.
Jake, you're funny. I told you I'd laugh at you.
When's that play?
Quickly.
Faster! One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest by Dave Wasserman, September 22nd, 23rd, 29th, and 30th here at the Willow Bay Theater. So you guys check Jake out there.
Yeah.
You check us out on 1, 2, 3. It's the podcast! And we out. Peace.